Hey there, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. Welcome to your reading. We are looking at what is the next steps. We just had those two eclipses followed by that really long-legged. It's all I can get out of this is the energy of that Taurus new moon that really has some distance to go. And so you have here external validation. And so let's get into why the next step that you need to take has to do with external validation. And so this would be, it almost feels as though you are taking steps. Either it's you. Well, let's just see what we get here. It feels like it could be that you need to give somebody some external validation as the next step that we have going on here in order to get things moving. Yeah, so you have in the heart space, you've got the Eight of Wands. It's the Eight of Acorns energy. And so I think we have two energies here around this Emperor kind of energy. So they want two for the overall energy coming through for you. We have here the Two of Crystals and the Three of Acorns. So the Two of Crystals would be like the Two of Pentacles, and the Three of Acorns would be similar to the Three of Wands. And so we have the Kangaroo, which is balance and adaptability, the way to move forward, the way to move things forward. And you have the Three of Acorns, foresight, and in an exploration. And so there is coming to you, so this external validation, I know what this is. That isn't about you need to get, so you have something that you want to do, something you're interested, this exploration, right? This foresight, how can I do it? And so you are supposed to be asking for a sign or a signal, something external to you that says, yes, you're on the right track. So if you're looking for some answers, you should be able to find them. It should come to you easier. You should be able to see what it is that you need to see in order to know what your next step is. There's some energy coming through, and the balance and adaptability is encouraging you that the first thought that you have may not be so be willing to accept. They're saying being willing to accept the no. So there's some energy around being willing to accept the no, and at the same time to keep asking the questions, to ask the questions, to do the exploration, because here the key to the situation, we have the Ace of Crystals, so an Ace of Pentacles, but notice it's a panda. So this little panda here, that is about doing things in balance, right? He moves slow. He moves slow, and they're cute as anything, right? But they also eat a lot, and so to me that's bringing in, taking in a lot of information. Ace of Pentacles. When you plant a seed in the ground, it has to have the right nutrients to grow. It has to be in the right conditions. And sometimes when you're trying to start something new, you don't necessarily know what are the right conditions. And so it feels like there's a necessity to explore, to get the information, to try to figure out what it is. And you're going to get this information by going to someone who knows. So look for a mentor. We have the Emperor in the area of where do you need to find information. And this is focus and stability. But I feel like if you are seeking information and guidance in order to figure out how to grow whatever this is, that external validation, you have an idea, you need some more information, you want to sound it out with somebody. And so going to an Emperor would be going to someone, say if you want to start a new business, this is where you go and you shadow someone who already has that business. Or you go to, a parent and you run things by them, or a trusted friend or your significant other. I'm not getting such a strong hit on the significant other, because this Emperor energy feels like someone who is an expert in this, someone who's already done this, been through this, and it feels like their energy level in this particular matter is elevated above you. And when we're in a significant other relationship, while there are times when they totally know more than you do about something and you know stuff and there's a balance, this doesn't have that energy. This feels very much like it's somebody that's a little, they're older, wiser, or they've been in this business, this program, this idea. There's somehow a teacher, like a professor at college or something like that. It feels like they're the one to go for the information. And so this is manifestation and prosperity. And so the key to the situation is planting that seed. But part of planting that seed is running your ideas by somebody and getting their take on it. So in the area of Yeah, okay, so in the area of what's draining your energy, you have the Three of Crystals, collaboration, productivity. It's almost like it's draining your energy. Whatever you're doing, however you're doing it, it feels like a need to look at how can you work smarter and not harder. Like where can you get a better idea on how to do this? And this feels very much when I'm looking at this, we start with this Emperor energy. We have this crystals surround it. Those are the pentacles. That is manifesting in the 3D. There's something really important here, but you need to start taking action. And how do you transform the situation? We have the Knight of Acorns, which would be like a Knight of Wands, and it is a boar. Not like boring, but like or maybe even a water. What are they like? Pumbaa, in the Lion King. I can't think of what is that called? Okay, so let's just see if I can find it really fast because I do want to see what it is. Oh, it's a fiery boar. Okay, so he's tearing down the road in a fury of passion. So there's a need to get excited, take action. We have action and drive. So whatever this thing is, whatever it is that you're interested in doing, it is time to take some action, right? There's definitely time to take some action, but it needs to be action that makes you feel good about it. Like you feel there's a mastery involved in it, because here we have the Emperor energy, and then we also have a King. In the energy of the way forward, we have the King, and but it's the King of Shells, and in this case, it's depicted as a seahorse, and it is the seahorse that nurtures and cares for the young. And so this idea, this birthing process for something that you're trying to do, there is a need to nurture it from a very authoritative. It feels like you're in charge. It's like you're starting something. You are the boss of whatever the situation is. Like either you have to be the boss of yourself, or you have to take charge in some way or the other, right? You have to get moving forward, but there is a way. It's almost as though the communication needs to be softened a little. You definitely need to follow your intuition to move forward based on the intuitive hits that you get, and to move things in the direction that you want to go, being very intuitive about it, because the obstacle has been this hangman. It's been standing in the stasis trying to figure out should you or shouldn't you. It's and so when you get the obstacle as the hanged man and the action to take as the Knight of Acorns, Knight of Wands, that taking action with passion, energy, it's time to get moving. Now you've planted the seed, finding out what it is that you need to do next is really important. In the area of resources, you got the Magician. That means you have everything you need at your disposal. You have everything you need to make the magic that you're trying to create. You have the pentacles, right? You have the physical things you need. You have the intellectual things you need. You know, that wand, right? No, that'd be action. The sword. The sword is the idea, the inspiration, the way to get the information you need, which is of course this resource. I really don't want you to forget about the king, the emperor here, because he's actually all four kings. And so I almost feel like no matter what you're looking for, whether it's the cups or the wands energy or the swords energy or the pentacles energy, there is somebody in your space who has the answer you are seeking. So I almost feel like the emperor energy here is the energy of the resource that is available to you. You have everything you need. You either have it or you should know where to get it. And I feel like when you go there, that's where you get the external validation. They're like, that is a great idea. Have you considered these things? So be sure to be open and listening. But there is an opportunity here that feels very big and very important and exciting. So in the heart space, again, it is about the passion. If it is not exciting to you, then it is not the right thing. I really want you to follow the joy, follow the excitement, follow the passion. That is really, first off, you're in Aries. Of course you need to do that. But there's something about, with this Eight of Wands in the heart space, this is an abundance of passion. It says energy and results. And so I almost feel like this thing that you really want to do, it is important to remember that what you put in is what you're going to get out. We're in that year of the 7. It's really important that we remember that that is a very key component here. If we don't take action, we don't get results. And so Mercury has stationed direct. We've had the 2 eclipses and this very potent new moon that's got a lot of longevity in it. You've got the North Node moving into your sign. There's a lot of things that you should be considering doing right now. I'm laughing because, look, you've got the card of magic and many paths. So 8 of Wands is almost as though in the heart space you have many opportunities, many paths. Where do you want to put your energy to get your results is what that feels like. And to anchor your energy in, you have the 4 of Pentacles, but this is a beaver. The beaver does the work. It shows up every day. It says control and security. And so the 4 of Pentacles is the lower vibrational, not lower vibrational energy, but it's the lower echo, the lower echo of the Emperor. And that's why I think there's a mentor-mentee kind of thing here. There's something where someone will show you the ropes and you can manifest and create it, but you're going to have to show up for yourself and do the work. Okay, so these are from the Mystical Shaman, and I actually want to read directly on these if you want to stick around for that. I'm on Facebook every day. I really hope you come over and see me there. We're going to be working with Venus as she does her retrograde in Leo. That is an energy that trines yours, and I think you're going to find it very beneficial to work with her. She's there June 5th or 6th until the 1010 gateway. So in the middle of all that, we also have the Lionsgate gateway. It's a very potent opportunity. So you actually, and the other thing is, I love this. You've got 33 into 34. I didn't notice that before. So this is the Empress energy growth, right? And also it's that Christed light that's bringing in the magic for you, and this many paths. And so it's like you have the magic. I feel like whatever path you choose to go on, you have the ability to manifest and bring it in. So this is the infinite intelligence of Great Spirit that makes up the fundamental fabric of the universe. We experience the evidence of this magic through synchronicities and meaningful coincidence. So part of this is going to be recognizing that you have all the tools. So the synchronicities, when an opportunity shows up. You know what luck is? Luck is when hard work meets opportunity, right? And so when you feel like, oh, okay, there, that. And I think there's a need to, when something shows up, to take the action toward it, that you will find this really beneficial. When magic appears, you're invited to see the world through the eyes of wonder and awe, taking on the innocence of a child that knows that all things are possible. Infinite potential exists in the great mind, and you are being invited to call it in, to recognize and dance in the synchronicities, the events, the signs, the symbols, and omens given to you. I swear we spent a lot of time talking about this on your new moon reading. This is the sign that Spirit is reminding you that you co-create your world in a sacred partnership. Your part is to dream, to intend, and to watch for signs to show you what the next action is to take. And right now it appears that you are on the right track to make your dreams come true. Great Spirit is listening and acting on your behalf. Pay attention. Magic gives birth to miracles. And as I was reading this Emperor energy might be your higher self. It might be your spirit guide team. Do not forget to ask for the guidance and the help, right? We can't have unemployed angelic help. That is not good. So then all paths lead to Spirit. What you bring to your journey is what will determine if your path is a path of suffering or a path of wisdom, a path of bliss or a path of loss. So your attitude matters big time. Consider the traveler who meets 2 stone masons. He asks one what he is doing, and the mason replies, I'm squaring out the stone. He asks the other, who is doing the exact same thing, and gets the reply, I am building a cathedral. So what are you guys doing? Are you squaring out a stone? Or are you building a cathedral? It is about having the vision and the foresight. The long-range plan, right? The 6.5 years we're moving into, this long cycle of building something from the ground up. You know what's really interesting is you have 2 3s and 4s on here. 1 2 3s and 4s, right? The ace and everything. Most of the stuff that's on here, it is the beginning stages of something. It's something new and something exciting. And you are being invited right now to enter into this. So, it says here, one man has a job, the other has found his calling. He is part of an endeavor much greater than himself. Make sure to pick your path with your heart. This is why the king is here. The king of shells, the king of cups is here in the action to take. He is moving forward with his heart. See how his chest is kind of pushed out there with his heart, following his intuition, right? Make your choices based on what brings joy, what brings happiness. Your call now is to take a big, bold step and to leave the beaten path. Heaven and earth are conspiring on your behalf to support you in this move. Do not dally. This Knight of Wands, do not dally, lest you miss the moment. It is time to sail into the uncharted. Be sure you attend to both your path through this earth as well as your journey through the stars. Wow. So awesome. So I want to say that the Hanged Man also encourages you to have a perspective, but it's also about diving deep into your spirituality. And so since that is part of the challenge, maybe the challenge isn't so much about taking the action towards your goal, your dream, but they're reminding you to not forget to also continue on your spiritual path of growth and development. Kind of cool. All right, Aries. Very nice. I will talk to you guys again soon. Please let me know what's going on with you. This feels like such exciting energy. I love getting your comments. It really, I don't know, it builds community and I love that. All right, you guys take great care and I'll talk to you again soon.